Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap. Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bills 0.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bills take over at first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Allen.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now Wilson wants a different look. Now Wilson to throw on second down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the Bills have taken the lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And Wilson going to change things up here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
It's 3rd and 15.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long.
He finds Wilson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Play action. Now Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Bills 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Allen going to change the look here.
Allen from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun. It's a room to maneuver.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Cook running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to change it up. Here's Cook again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To the air, Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Abanikanda will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll change things up. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson's going to hold on to it. 3rd down. Here's Abanikanda. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Abanikanda once again. He gets away from 1. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And check down complete to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Israel Abanikanda with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
They'll run it with Abanikanda.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, Abanikanda, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And this time he is in.
Israel Abanikanda.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
36. Bills 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Diggs in motion right.
Allen now on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
Allen now looks to throw. And he'll go down at the 28.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now Allen. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's 1st down.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he stopped immediately there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Allen.
And complete right side to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Allen.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next the score, Jets 36, Bills 33.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. The Bills say they have it, and they do. So they needed the onside kick, and they got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen going to change this at the line. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Knox.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Now Allen.
That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. To throw is Allen.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
2nd down, goal to go. Now Allen.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing is Allen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Quentin Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now Wilson wants a different look. Now a first throw here in overtime. Finding Hardman here over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Now Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Here's Abanikanda. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on third down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brought down back at the 32.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's another Jets first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, they continue to be one of the best teams around. from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go Pete.
Singletary to get the drive started. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yellow, blue. Black shot. 6, mega. Steel, black.
Now Young. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Red, cycle. Smash, red.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Now Lamar changing the play.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now here's Young. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Partner, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Six nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Chiefs 6, Bengals nothing.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans, 52 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Chiefs had 10-5 to start play. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
The play fake. Now Young. Rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Red, yellow, blue stripe, grill green, claws red. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yellow, line.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Plastic, stick. Red.
Young now. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Young off the play fake. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Singletary trying the left side. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. York on now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but that's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Williams, the man in motion left. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and a couple.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Young takes it on the sneak, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Foye Oluwakan finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Fury, yellow.
Here is Young. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Andre Yoshibas,
75 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an up.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Young.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll throw again. Young. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
On second down, Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
10 cycles.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 28.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Yellow, go.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Singletary again.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Fight 60. Red, cycle. Smash, red. Fight 97. Ready, set.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Slide through. Hut.
Young on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson on 1st down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
At the 49-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. Evans has it left side. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. A short one here, caught by McBride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Jackson goes right back to McBride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. The sack goes to Damian Wilson.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw, Young.
That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In motion left comes Williams.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Young. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. Throw left side, complete to Scott. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 44-yard line.
Strike. Drill green.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's Young. Right side to Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Singletary is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a 1-score game. Here now, second and goal.
Blaster, 6. Black Ultra. Fury, yellow.
Young will set to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
6, 7.
Now Young steps away to his left. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. It got his man complete. Now he's loose again. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Evans, 81 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Jackson to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for
for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young.
A dump down to McKinnon.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Young.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Now Young going to move him around.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Young to throw.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Young to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Now Young.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Young.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Cincinnati, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.